Hi, it's Darnell at Way Over Recipes, and today I'm going to be trying to make up some bacon and eggs in the Ninja Foodi XL pressure cooker steam fryer. And we're going to see how it does cooking up some breakfast favorites right now. Alright, so I got myself some thick sliced bacon here. I like to air fry my bacon, so I'm going to be using the air fry function on the cooker. Of course, if you want it, you could try and use saute to basically fry your bacon and eggs at the same time. If you like, that's your choice. I don't like doing it that way. I don't like to have my bacon all in the greasy fat, but I will use the greasy fat to cook my eggs in. And that's just my, my personal way of going about things. We all have our personal preferences. So I'm going to basically use the crisper basket here that is used for air frying. And I'm going to put the bacon into the crisper basket here. Alright, so you see I got 4 slices of my thick cut bacon there, and try to give them positioning to all have decent airflow. So just going to stick them into here, into the pot, and going to close the cooker up. I'm going to basically turn it on, and now it's already on the air fry setting there. So we're going to take the temperature down to 375. Leave it there at 375. Going to take the cooking time down to 13 minutes, and we'll see how 375 13 minutes does on the air fry setting. And go ahead and hit start, and we're going to go ahead and let that cook. Alright, so let things go for 10 minutes. I'm going to just check and see how things look after 10 minutes. Alright, things are cooking along. I do feel they need the next few minutes. They're mostly done. I mean, not fully done, but lightly done, I guess you could say. They're lightly done. So I like mine cooked a little farther, so I'm going to let it go the continued 3 minutes that I estimated it may need. And I'll bring you on back. Alright, we're coming into the final 10 seconds of a 13-minute cook. No smoke issues at all. Not a single puff of smoke has come out of the top or sides or anywhere. And so, that's pretty good. It's interesting how, I had 375, 13 minutes, but as I showed you in my initial review, it immediately wipes out the settings you put in, so it doesn't show the cook settings that I had during the cook. You just have to know what you set it to before. So getting things out here, they look pretty well cooked. So just going to get all 4 out and then let you have a look at them. So here's the completed bacon. I think that overall things cook pretty well. Now I'm going to go ahead and remove the crisper basket so that we can work on the eggs. The crisper basket has a lot of grease dripping from it, so it's like, you want to try and get some of that excess grease to drip off so that you don't make a mess getting the thing out. Alright, so now I've got basically a hot pot full of bacon grease. So I'm going to try and switch over to the saute. Let's see if I can, there it is, my sear saute setting. And from the sear saute setting, I'm going to set the setting, and I think it may have already been on sear saute when I opened up, but I'm going to lower it down to like 2 so that it's not too hot. And going to hit start with that. And I'm going to go ahead and just drop, I've got a couple of large eggs here, so I'm going to just drop them on in and let them start cooking. I think I'm going to probably, I don't know if I want to scramble these or leave them sunny side up, but I think I'm going to need something hotter than 2, so I think I'm going to take my temp up to 3. Because I'm not seeing much of, I guess it's not too hot. So now Now it's on 3. And we'll see it. I'm seeing my eggs start to cook. Alright, so just giving you a look at what I'm seeing. They've been in there for just 30 seconds. Things are starting to cook up some. And it's looking pretty good so far as how things are cooking. And I guess I'll just go ahead and leave them sunny side up. I could scramble them. But basically, in sear saute, it's just like using a stovetop. The pot gets hot, you put what you want in there, just like you would into a frying pan. And you can just, basically fry up what you want the way that you want. Now I'm just going to see what happens since, I kind of want to get the top a little cooked on my sunny side up, not overcooked, but just, usually when you're cooking a sunny side up egg, it's good if you just kind of close the lid on the egg for a moment to kind of help that air, fully engulf the egg, but you don't want the yolk to get basically overcooked. So it's been running like this for almost 3 minutes now. And basically 2 minutes 53 seconds is what the counter's currently telling me. And still using heat level 3. You just see how things look in there. Yeah, things are starting to get cooked pretty well. We're getting near to the yolk almost being cooked. But I think that overall, 3 minutes, it's looking like it's about done. I think for a lot of you that may be done. I think for me that's about done too. So I'm going to stop the cook at this point and go ahead and just turn the cooker off, and we'll see if Lord willing I can get my egg out without damaging it too much. But let's see. There we go. I think I'm going to get a different tool to try and get that out without too much trouble. There we go. This is the one I wanted. This one has more of a curve to the handle. So there we go. So I was able to get my egg out without, making a mess of it. But there we have our bacon and our eggs all cooked up in the Ninja Foodi. Alright, so we got our completed bacon and eggs. So, and no, I won't be eating all 4 slices of this bacon right now. Definitely won't be eating all that bacon. I mean, you can if you want, but I won't. I'll, eat a little. But we thank God for this food and going to go ahead and taste test the bacon. Alright, that came out pretty good. Had a little chew to it. I think this piece here, looks like it got a little more cooked. I'm going to, bite into this one. I suspect this one's really crunchy. Yeah, I think it's just based on positioning the pieces of bacon. Some got a little more crisp than others, but that one's real crispy. The other one, it's done, but it had some chew to it. So, it's just basically, how you position them in there. But now we've got our egg, and we see when we, disturb the yolk, we've got a runny yolk. So we've got a classic, fried egg there, and just getting a piece of that off and going to taste it. Alright, so everything turned out great. Bacon and eggs. Basically, once you're done with the air fryer, you open the lid, it goes right to saute. So all you gotta do is set it down to heat level 3. And you don't have to set a time for saute. Toss your eggs in there and let it count for about 3 minutes and you're done. Great stuff. With all that said, You can always find great stuff at my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. In the video description, lots of ways to help this channel. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.